Hello there internet and welcome back to this Let's Play of Nuclear Throne. So last time we unlocked Horror, which is a character who has an extra mutation option, which we'll see in effect hopefully very soon, and a radiation beam, which I'll also make sure to check out. So let's just play with that character, shall we? So once again, it's been a little while since I played this game, so I might be a little rusty, but let's see what we can do here. So let me just check out how this actually works. Yeah, so this radiation beam here, so it uses radiation, but if I don't hit enemies, I can actually pick that radiation back up. So that's pretty useful. Also, other than doing damage, it can actually be used to block enemy shots, so it's super useful as a kind of a panic option. So I didn't get that red chest up there, but that's okay. I guess there's no reason in using radiation in a situation like that, because I mean, it's of course super useful to be able to remove shots and do damage, but I mean, radiation is sort of what keeps us going here in the early game. But I could imagine this becoming super useful in the late game, in particular because even though I'm nowhere close to getting there, the game has a oh shit, that was bad. Has a I want this machine gun, goddammit. Take it, there we go. Even though, what was I talking about? Even though this might not seem so good in the early game, the game has a max level of 9, and after that extra radiation is just like a bonus. So at that point, this seems super useful. And now what we also see here is that we have 5 options instead of just a normal 4. It's super annoying that these aren't centered, but yeah, obviously very good. Not the best option. Spoiling veins is always good. So let me just go with that. Did I get the... No, I didn't. I saw that there was an assault rifle on the previous core, which I really wanted. But unfortunately that's not going to be an option. There's this gun that I don't really want. So as always, let's clear out a little bit of room here so that it's going to be easier to fight Big Bandit. And yeah, I'll take on him in a second when I don't have all these bullets to worry about. He might rush me, but that's not really a concern right now. So I really wish we had some better weapons. I guess I'll take the screwdriver, and just in case we don't get anything better before... oh, there he was. I didn't actually see him. Before the scrapyard. I could actually die here. That would be kind of bad. Okay, there's some extra health. That's good. I really want some health mutations. Some bloodlust, some second stomach, rhino skin, whatever, essentially. Let's see what we get. With all of these here, we should be able to get some radiation canisters become bigger if we take the throne bot. I believe that bigger radiation canisters give us 50% extra radiation, which is useful. It's not the best throne bot by my little calculation right here. But since all the other stuff here is kind of mediocre as well, let's just go with it. And let's see if it makes a noticeable difference for our run. So let's get rid of this dude here first of all, because he's super annoying. Right. So I haven't been able to make much use of our secondary ability as of yet, but again, it's really more useful in the later game where it becomes super bullet helly. We can make it to the palace, for instance. The last time I made it there, I pretty much just got killed because there was no way out of the bullets that came. Which isn't entirely true because I play as Crystal, and Crystal is super resistant against bullet helly situations. Alright, so we're still running on super low... Oops, I didn't even see the guy down there. Super low energy or HP, which is not very unfortunate. And we don't even get to level up, even though we got a bigger radiation canister there. But at least we can make it to the secret level that requires us to have a screwdriver if we don't get killed before then, which could easily happen. This dude, I definitely want to die, because he's by far the scariest thing that we have to deal with here. I am also running on extremely high level, this is bad, of caffeine right now, which could become a concern. I mean, the main concern we have right now is that we only have a screwdriver, which is probably, for offensive purposes, the worst melee weapon by far. Was there a sledgehammer over here, or was that on the previous level? I'm not even sure. There's none on this level, that's for certain. Okay, so that's got to be bullets. So that allows us to stay a while, stay alive a little bit longer. But I should really use them very wisely. Rapid Paw would be super good right now. Okay, so... Oh, shit, I was hoping I could time that probably. So actually we did manage to open up the secret level, but we couldn't actually use it for anything right there. So that's not the best start, but I feel like the game didn't really do all that much to me. The upgrades that we got were kind of bad, and the weapons that we got were kind of bad as well. So let's see if we can make a bit more happen on this run. Assault rifle. I mean, I got an assault rifle on the previous run as well, but I was just too bad to pick it up, which I should have. And that's all because of my multitasking skills failing me a little bit at that point, because I wanted to explain how this character worked at the same time. So I guess we may as well pick up the grenade launcher. Only downside to it is that we get fewer bullets. Or rather, we get fewer bullets but more explosives. But here it might be pretty good actually. At least help us to take out one or two of these guys. Probably one. More bullets again. This is all good. Seems like plutonium hunger is pretty good actually. Second stomach is also really good though. I'm gonna go with second stomach, just because survivability is really what has helped me out in the runs where I was actually able to make it far. That was pretty bad damage for me to take. So I feel like, besides having health upgrades, what I really want to get is a not necessarily even a good set of weapons, but two weapons that work very well together. So what worked for me on the previous runs was that I had one sort of like high damage weapon and one sort of panic weapon. So for instance a crossbow or a pop gun could even do for that purpose, together with a so obviously the pop gun's not high damage, but a weapon that's good for panicking, and the pop gun would serve for that purpose, just because we can quickly switch to it and then use a ton of ammo quickly to take care of situations that would otherwise cause us to panic, if that makes any sense. So again, the pop gun, I mean, it's good for that purpose because it's lower damage per bullet than say an assault rifle or even just a revolver or a machine gun. But it also shoots a lot quicker. So I think DPS wise it's roughly the same. So effectively it just causes you to spend more bullets to cause the same damage, but also it shoots so much quicker that, than the other weapons, that you can actually use that for your advantage. I do see that guy over here. We actually have a grenade launcher now, so I guess I should look out for this secret level. Sit around here, and if I find it I'll just open it up and then complete the level like I ordinarily would, because that makes no damage at all. We'll still go to the secret level if we do it that way, but I don't actually see it. I see the manhole here, but that's not the right one. Let's just fire a grenade up here, open up this area a little bit. Oh, that almost got me. Jackhammer is not very good. Even though it, again, that serves as sort of the panic weapon that I was thinking about before. I don't think we had a secret level on this floor actually. Scarier Face is super good. Plutonium Hunger is also still good. Bowling Range is good. This is a pretty good selection, but I think I'll go with Scarier Face, which reduces the enemy HP by, I believe it's around 20%, which I think doesn't sound like much, but still pretty good. So at this point I realize that I'm probably not using my secondary ability to its sort of its full extent. In a situation like this where this guy's attacking me, it could be super useful because I could kind of get rid of the bullets that might otherwise hit me, but in this case I was actually able to dodge them. Oh! And this is where I would have liked a panic weapon. And put a grenade in here. So I'm kind of worried about our level of bullets right now. So we get a ton of explosives. So maybe, yeah, laser rifle is super good in general. So why don't we just switch to that, and then... Oh shit, that's bad. And then I'll use it even though, I mean, I don't have that much energy really. So I'll use it as a better kind of energy pistol. It does the same amount of damage as the, what did I get? Bolts. As the laser pistol does. It's less accurate, but it shoots a lot faster. Okay, now we're actually out. So that energy vanished very, very quickly. Okay, there is a dude up here. Would much prefer not to have the police come right now. I guess I'll go back to my assault rifle until sort of I get a better option. Okay, we get some energy here, so let's just use that. Well, I don't know. So I actually preferred the laser rifle over the grenade launcher, but still, I mean, ammo is a concern, right? So let's see if we can try not to get the police to come. Clear out this a little bit. Get some radiation. Okay, we lost a lot of radiation on that actually, and we get some more energy by means of that laser cannon. But still, what do we want here? Probably impact risk, just because it's fun. Laser cannon is super powerful, so that would work as a high damage weapon that I wanted, where assault rifle could then become my panic weapon. The grenade launcher is not doing as much for us as I wanted to. So this uses 3 energy, but still, I mean, we have so few bullets. How on earth do we want to tackle this? Would of course also have preferred Big Dog to wait a little bit here. So let's just use the energy we have to get rid of Big Dog. That should be pretty easy. Yeah, he should be dead now. Okay, so we got all of that radiation. That could have ended a lot worse. Didn't quite level up though. And there's our laser cannon following us around. So okay, so for now I'll use the grenade launcher as the high power weapon, even though it's not super good for that purpose because it requires me to actually aim. But we're getting so many explosives that I feel like this is sort of the correct way of managing things. Plutonium hunger right now would be very nice. Because I am losing quite a bit of HP by not using it. Sticky launcher could actually work as a better alternative here. I never actually used that, but I imagined that. Yeah, if I can just do this, then accuracy is less of a concern, and that's sort of the main problem that I had with the grenade launcher. So that was a little bit scary, but it worked anyway. But still, preferably So what would be the best weapon that's not the assault rifle right now? I guess something like a fast shooting shotgun would be super nice. So assault slugger or sort of shotgun, I guess. Yeah, why not? Let's try it out anyway, just because I feel like the logic that I'm going with is sensible. And yeah, that's about it. I like logic. I don't like this situation very much though. But just look at this at work. That's actually pretty good. I can sort of sneak in, do some damage. Scary of face is actually pretty good here, I imagine. And then I can switch to my shotgun if it becomes necessary. Yeah, I think this works. I think this actually works. Even though... obviously... the sticky launcher is not optimal for this purpose, and the reason why I think it's not optimal is that it's so fast firing. I'm super happy I got that HP. So I mean, I need first of all to hit them, but then I mean that's not really enough. They still need to die, right? And that takes way longer than it should. But I can play it slow, and that's good. Wow, that's a lot of dudes. So let's get rid of that guy first of all, and this dude. Okay, so here, secondary ability becoming super, super useful. And, not sure what's happening, to be honest. That was bad shots. So I'm losing out on quite a bit of XP right now. But still, I mean, at this point of the game, it's more about survival, right? At least for my sort of play style. This is bad. They're moving so erratically, these dudes. I have no idea how to dodge them optimally. Minigun, It's not too good, particularly because I don't really have a lot of ammo to go with it. Is that a heavy crossbow? It's super crossbow. What the hell is that? An auto crossbow. That sounds even better. So let's go with that. I'll try out both of these weapons. Okay, that worked, but it was a little scary. So auto crossbow just shoots faster. Super crossbow uses 5 bolts. That's way too much. Laser rifle, I kind of know. It's actually at full ammo, so maybe I'll go with that as my panic weapon. Even though, I mean, even auto crossbow sort of works as a panic weapon here because I can shoot it so fast. So if I can get homing bolts right now, that would actually be pretty good. Slow enemy bullets is kind of useful. Better accuracy, I guess, works like... Yeah, this might work because both of my weapons right now are low accuracy, so let's try it out anyway. I mean, me personally, I'm also low accuracy, so that's something to also be worried about, but at least it looks like my accuracy is pretty much 100% right now. So I think the main difference is that homing bolts also means that you don't actually need to hit the enemies. You just need to hit close to them and the bolts will automatically home in, which is super good. But in this case we sort of have 2 weapons working at tandem. I should also alternate a little bit between my weapons, so I mean they're sort of the same purpose, right? But I mean having full energy is not gonna help me out at all. I am aware that there's police all over this place. I should probably take care of those quickly. Here again, my secondary ability might very well come in super handy. We can farm a little bit of ammo on these guys if we want to. Oh, that was poor. Oh, they throw grenades. I completely forgot about that. Oh, that's a shame. That was a pretty good run, though. Let's take one more. So as you can tell, I was a little bit confused what actually killed me there. It took me a few seconds to realize. But I really like the setup we had there. The only thing that I think could have made it better was if I had more health radiation power-ups. Say if I had Bloodlust, Rhino Skin... I think I had Rabbit Paw on the previous run, so that probably helped me out a lot, even though I didn't see a lot of health upgrades. I mean, at the end of the day, that wasn't actually what got to me, so... let's go with Rhino Skin. Just by the small conversation I just had with myself right now. So it is sort of a project for me, and this run in general. As I said before, caffeine levels are super high right now. So in general, I think that causes me to play worse, but it might also give... what do we want to go with here? I'm not sure. But I'm also... at the time I was thinking that maybe it gives me some kind of Dune-style prescience. Maybe I'll be able to focus so much more that my accuracy will simply be much better. I have absolutely simply nothing to support that theory, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. Oh shit, that was the worst run. That doesn't even count. And we're back at the main menu. So much for that line of conversation. It's not really conversation if you're the only one talking, is it? Maybe it is. I don't think so, though. Okay, pretty good start. Always like getting the assault rifle early. What is still alive here? Oh, this dude. Didn't level up though, unfortunately enough. At least we did make it to the ice city, the ice place, whatever it's called. Frozen City, maybe, I think, actually. That's a pretty good meter of success, I think. I mean, at the current point with my skills, I don't think it's reasonable to expect to actually make it to the last levels of the game consistently. Should be pretty obvious why. But making it to the Frozen City should be pretty possible. I like the crossbow quite a lot. So it's like when I do Splunking, I say we just want to make it out of the mines. We just want to make it out of the scrapyard in this game. Homing bolts could be super useful if we could get some more bolts, but Yeah, second stomach's also really good. I want to go with rapid paw though. I think it gives us... I need to look up these numbers at some point, but I believe it gives us around 50% more drops. So I mean that's efficiently 50% more ammo and 50% more health. So I mean second stomach is good because it gives us 100% more health when we actually get HP, but only when we don't have full HP. Or when we have less or more than 4 HP missing. So effectively I think that Rapid Paw is yeah, well, pretty much just better. Also because ammo is so good in this game. Okay, so what do we get here? Laser pistol? I'm gonna go with the assault rifle for now. Laser pistol and crossbow do work very well together. Probably gonna go with Rhino skin here. Boiling Winds is also super good though. I prefer Rhino skin. Boiling Winds is good for situations where you're sort of not in control, where everything starts to explode around you, or where there's fire all around you, which happens quite a bit in the scrapyard. But, I mean, largely you can use your own skill to prevent those situations from even occurring. So, on the other hand though, there's tons of situations where you simply can't avoid taking damage in this game. So I think that Rhino skin, for sort of dampening those situations a little bit, is going to be the better choice here. I'm sure some people will disagree with me on that one though. And probably be in their right doing so. I should probably use my crossbow a little bit more here just to even out the ammo counts. Doesn't actually make sense because I don't have that many bolts. Now I do have bolts though. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. The only thing is that we don't have a lot of XP at this point. But, well, now we do. So no chance to go to the secret level here. That's also okay. Higher ammo max, maybe? Yeah. I'm not sure because... I mean, this works very well if you want to switch weapons at some point, and you want to switch to a weapon that has... where you already have low ammo. So say that we got a auto shotgun, or auto slugger, for instance. Then this would be very neat to have, because... No, that doesn't make any sense. I don't like this very much, actually. A better accuracy would make sense with both of the weapons we have right now. Yeah, that was kind of a poor choice there, or my personal choice. I, of course, obviously think was the best one out of the 5 that we were given, but I think the things that we have to choose between were all pretty bad. Still though, oops, just want to get rid of that dude. Still though, I think that we have some good chances here, just because I like the 2 weapons we have. Assault rifle I want to get rid of eventually. But crossbow I can easily use for many of the first worlds. This is kind of scary though, so really relying on my aim here, and probably getting that better accuracy right before might have very well saved me in this particular situation. So I'm not sure if it automatically homes actually. I don't, maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. If better accuracy means that it follows your crosshair more, or if it actually means that it sort of helps you to hit enemies. This is scary as fuck. I was kind of trapped a little bit by that fire trap. Okay, not getting that ammo chest is not necessarily the worst thing, because we'll probably get a bigger one here. Okay, so we're back to full HP. HP is a sort of a letter that should exist, because that would help out my confusion about what letters are quite a bit in this series, I feel. Maybe I should start calling it EXP, because that's a little bit different than XP, and a little bit more difficult to mess up with the HP sound, which is similar to XP in many ways. Not sure where I'm going with that at all, but let's just blow up the car and then try to forget about it. That was kind of scary. Again, now we're reaching the point where my secondary ability kind of starts becoming good, because there are a lot of bullets around. This might turn out to be a super long episode, actually, if we make it a lot further than we do. What's that? An energy sword? Energy hammer. I believe that does a ton of damage, and we actually kind of have the ammo to use it well right now, I think. Okay, so I'm obviously scared here. So let's go crazy here, use our secondary ability a little bit, but yeah. Not quite good enough. That was a tough one. I'm not sure what I could have done there. I should probably calmed down, I think, and then use my secondary ability more. But I was kind of low on rats, as you could see. I only had like a little bit into level 5. Is that even true? I'm not sure. Anyway, a couple of good runs. Making it to the scrapyard consistently, I'm very happy about it. We did make it to the Frozen City as well, which is neat. We didn't, of course, make it as far as we did with Crystal on the previous run, but I mean, that might just be because Crystal is a better character than Horror. But I like Horror. I mean, having that extra choice of like having an extra option when you get to choose your upgrades is super useful. And the secondary ability is good, but not quite as good as Crystal's. Yeah. The Throne Butt is kind of bad as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Pretty good character, but not my favorite. I hope you enjoyed this episode. For now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you some other time.